Hi again, boys and girls. So in the last video, I showed you how to make a popsicle. This time, I'm going to stick with the sweet treat theme and we're going to make a cupcake. And you can see this cupcake I did with lots of frosting on top and I did with sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles all over. So to get started, just like before, you just need a piece of paper and you can use your markers, your crayons, your colored pencils, paint, whatever you have. If you want to do it just with a pencil, that's fine too. So the first thing you're going to do, you can start with the pencil. I think I'll start with the marker on this one. You need to hold your paper the tall way because we have a lot of frosting we have to pile up on top. So I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to draw two lines kind of pointing inward towards each other. So they're going to go this way, almost like they're going to connect to make a V way off the bottom of the paper, but they don't quite reach together at the bottom. Then for the bottom of the cupcake here, I'm going to do a little curved line. It's not perfectly straight. It curves a little bit. That'll make it look like it's a round shape rather than a flat shape. And then I'm going to do some zigzags. 1, 2, 3. We'll see how many zigzags I land on here. So some zigzags right across. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points down the bottom. However many you have, you're going to go from the bottom of the zigzag and you're just going to draw downward. And those are going to be the little lines on your cupcake paper at the bottom of your cupcake. Okay? Now, we're going to add our swirly frosting. We need to keep all of our lines. We did lots of straight lines down here. The lines we do on the top of our cupcake, none of the lines are going to be straight because it's all squishy and fluffy frosting. So we're going to start with 2 lines on the sides, kind of like a letter C and a backwards letter C on the sides. Okay? And then you're going to draw a couple squiggles. Think of it like a big cloud. We don't want to have lots of little tiny squiggles. We want to do big waves. Then I'm going to do a big wave over here that goes right down to the middle. And then I'm going to start over here and do another big wave that goes right to the middle over here. And then I'm just going to keep going up to the top. I'm going to fit one more right here, like that. And then my last one, I'll just do a little boop point right at the tip top. And that'll make it look like the top of the frosting. Okay, so that's it for the cupcake. That's pretty much, if you want to add the line for the table, boop, boop, little horizon line. Looks like it's sitting on the table now. You can do that. And then we need to color. When you color, I just colored mine. So here's my finished cupcake. I used crayons. You can use whatever you want, but the crayons, I can show you a trick to make it look three-dimensional with a little bit of a darker edge on your frosting and your cupcake to make it look like it's 3D. So all you're gonna do is choose what color you want your frosting to be. So I think in this one, I'm gonna have my frosting be light blue. So all I need to do to go with the light blue is I need to pick a darker color. Same color family, but just a darker one. So I'm gonna pick a dark blue. So what I'm gonna do for this is I'm just gonna go around all of the lines that I made just with a little bit of the dark blue. And it doesn't even have to be neat. I'm just gonna go messy and light, kind of squiggles, right around all my marker lines that I made. Just like this. And it doesn't even have to look neat and even. I'm just kind of going all over with my darker color. So this is my darker blue. And I'm going to use light blue to make the whole cupcake in a second. Okay? Okay, so I went around all my lines. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my light blue. I'm just going to color in my whole cupcake frosting. And I'm kind of blending in my blue, the dark blue, with my light blue. And you can see by going around the lines, it gives each little wave of frosting a little bit of definition, and it makes it look like it has form to it. It has a little bit of dimension to it rather than just a flat cupcake. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing down here. I think with my, let's see. I think with my cupcake liner, I think I'm going to go light green. I have all these crazy crayons. None of them match, but they all work. So I'm going to take my darker green first, and I'm going to do the same thing. Wasn't a very dark green, was it? This one's kind of a dark green. I'm going to do the outline of all of the marker first. And then when I'm done with this, I can go back with my lighter green. Let's see, do I like this one? Yeah, I do. And I can just color in my whole cupcake paper part at the bottom with my lighter green. And you can see my darker green lines give it a little bit of form, makes it look a little bit more three-dimensional, makes it look like you could almost pick it up off the paper and eat it. And the last thing I'm going to do on this one, if you wanted to do some sprinkles, all you have to do now is take your crayon and just do a few little, you could do dots or little lines, and you can go all over and just press down nice and hard, and you can even get some of the lighter colors to show up like that. So the only other thing I need to do is do the little shadow at the bottom. So all I did on that one was I picked a color for the table. Let's go maybe an orange table here. And I colored in the whole table. You can color the wall too if you want. You could do patterns. You could do designs all over the table and the wall. And then I'm just gonna pick again, a little bit darker of a color or a gray or a black. And I'm just very lightly gonna do a little shadow under my cupcake. And that makes it look like it's sitting right on the table. It's got a little shadow below it. So there's my cupcake. This is making me hungry. Now I want a popsicle and a cupcake. When you guys are done with your drawings, I want to see them. You can email them to me. I'll put my email address in here, and you can ask your mom and dad or your family to send me an email with some of your pictures. I hope you're enjoying this time off. Make lots of art. Bye.